Fiji is already experiencing the impacts of climate change. Extreme weather events like increased frequency of flooding, stronger intensities of tropical cyclones, longer periods of drought, high ocean temperatures that affect marine resources all affect the lives, livelihoods, infrastructure, economy, and the sustainable future of our country. Urgent action is necessary for Fiji to adapt to the adverse impacts of climate change.
I now have the great pleasure to formally launch Fiji's National Adaptation Plan, a continuous and progressive process to ensure a systematic and strategic approach to adaptation in all government decision-making. The Fijian Adaptation Plan stresses the importance of improving efficiency across the whole of government to provide better coordination and increase our ability to mobilize our resources.
Fiji is a climate vulnerable country, and therefore adapting to climate change is critically important for us. For this reason, we have developed our National Adaptation Plan, which takes a whole-of-economy approach to adaptation planning. And one of the critical components of the NAP is the integration of adaptation planning into the fundamental planning processes and structures of government.
The NAP document is a roadmap. It is about all sectors working together: government, members of civil society, and the private sector at all levels, national, subnational, and local level, to strengthen climate resilience of our economy and of all Fijians.
During the stocktake process, it was revealed that there are more than 900 adaptation options that had significance for tackling climate vulnerabilities and adaptation barriers. And what now the NAP contains is 160 measures split evenly across the 5 structural and sectoral components. These measures are on a 5-year cycle. The next important step is implementation, and finance is always going to be a primary concern. We really need to identify opportunities that appeal to the private sector so that there is no hesitation of investing in climate change adaptation.
The Fiji Meteorological Services has prioritized 10 adaptation interventions in the NAP, one of which is to strengthen their early warning and weather forecasting systems. With support from the NAP Global Network, a roadmap has been developed to guide the improvement and operation of current and future infrastructure of the Fiji Met services.
To ensure that that we achieve what is outlined in the roadmap for us, FMS has to, first of all, know the dynamics of the situation that we are in. The weather is changing, the climate is changing as well. That will involve us in terms of improving our infrastructure that monitors daily weather, that monitors climate weather, and also it will involve the engagement of improvement of some of our services, like our climate services, some financial resources, or staffing resources that are needed to improve all this.
Climate change poses serious risks to the Fijian economy, society, and way of life. The 160 adaptation measures prioritized by the relevant government agencies and other stakeholders represents the aspirations of the Fijian people to tackle the impacts of climate change. We all need to participate in the NAP process for Fiji's sustainable development and a prosperous future.